We got these two guys that came together. Next thing you know, they're cracking ground on this new restaurant.
What's the worst that could happen? Let's open up a restaurant together, and that was Boka. God, when we started, we were Ma and Pa, and I was Pa.
We are slightly more organized than we were in 2003.
10 years later, it's expanded into like all these other restaurants.
The main focus of our restaurant is our chef partners and the amazing staff that we seem to fortunate enough to get to come work for us.
It's not like, oh, I gotta go to work today. It's like, I'm gonna go hang out with these awesome people all day.
We see on a daily basis all of the hard work and all of the success, but we might not get to talk to every individual person and show that appreciation. So this is our love letter to the staff. Ian was the very first person we ever hired.
I really am just hoping that I can get a better beer than Ian.
Awesome cocktail recipe that we still get requested at Boka Restaurant. I think it's just right on the back of the blue curacao bottle.
I was a great bartender.
To bar manager.
And now the vice president of the company.
It's like Sherlock Holmes.
Little did they know that I was going to write this lovely little letter that was going to say, you know, why they would be making the right decision to bring me upon the team.
You need to investigate it before we'll find out like really what happened.
Gotta love that kid.
I would describe Mr. Lee Wallen, growing up in the mean streets of Cleveland.
Little, beautiful, good-looking guy with a gorgeous hair.
And like always chews on his nails.
He just like bites his nails, takes his shoe off.
Just going to town.
Puts his hands in his pocket.
The biggest pet peeve I have is people being late to work. Luis is always late to work. A little food runner we have, his hair is always a little pretty boy.
What up, bitch? Chef, how are you? How's it going? What up, cockroach? Replate that looks like shit.
Chef Steph. First day I met her, she was like way down to earth. She was like, don't call me chef, call me Steph.
She taught me a lot of things. Her mind is so creative.
She'd be small, but she'd be fierce.
By far the hardest working person I've ever surrounded myself with.
I was a Muslim before the pork was set in front of me, and I couldn't take it. I started eating ribs, and that was the best day. That was the best day. I kind of forgot about the Muslim religion.
Stephanie Bagel? I think she does that. We're gonna go. She points her fingers too. She does a little this.
Yeah, Girl on the Go is a crazy place.
Some of the worst moments in history that were way back 4 years ago, and when you relive those in your mind, you think, wow, this isn't that bad at all.
So knowing I could tame that beast really helped me know I could handle anything.
Piove, senti come piove, Madonna come piove, senti come viene giù. Piove.
We come sort of all walks of life.
It's more about the staff than anything.
They are the most wonderful people I've met in a long time.
Day in, day out, pushing towards the goals that we've set at the restaurants.
That kind of energy makes the restaurant thrive. People who know that the ceiling in your life is where you put it, who never accept no for an answer.
There was nowhere else in the city I wanted to work.
That's on my bucket list. Boka.
Madonna come piove, senti come viene giù.
So there's no way like, Michelin star restaurants is the one that's gonna call me back. And then he's like, great, you'll be great. You're hired. And then I didn't hear back from him until I think April 2010.
And he did.
Well, this is Matt Sherry calling from the Boka Restaurant Group. We're wondering if you can come in and stage.
So I gave them my tenure, and I can tell that they thought maybe I was like a restaurant hopper, because at that time I was just trying to find a home.
Kevin then proceeded to ask me a question about a grape varietal. I didn't even know what a grape varietal was at the time.
Got busted right away, and chef goes, if you really want to learn how to cook, I'll teach you. And here I am.
Who I am? I'm a cook.
I remember the first time he called me Mamacita. I was like, I'm in.
I always came up with nicknames. I don't know if it was Boehm in the beginning.
I think Giuseppe has a hard time remembering his own name.
One was McCracken, and one was the little one. Little one for girl, McCracken for guy.
Hey McCracken, come over here and run this. Hector, why you take these to the table if they're not set?
He knows my name.
Paul Verant, amazing guy, amazing chef.
It is a true statement that I once challenged a much faster, much more fit, front of the house server. I think at the time he was serving to a race, and I did remove my shirt to intimidate him.
He really likes to talk about
not only his pickling, but his pickle.
Right when you think that things could get really sour, it's when Paul seems to be at his calmest.
Rum's gonna be the next new thing. You know, people are really into bourbon right now.
We're gonna work on that prep in the kitchen, and we're gonna bring it all back together here.
Like a sound you hear that lingers in your ear, but you can't forget from sundown to sunset. It's all in the
Chris Pandel. I am the chef owner of Boka Restaurants.
Goofy. What's another word for goofy?
He's got very dainty wrists. He's giving me the finger as we speak.
I think he's got a few pounds on me.
He threw me into a dumpster, picking me back up out of the recycling bin and then throwing me back into the recycling bin.
You just wouldn't want to get under him, you know?
If you're really there for the individual that's in front of you, you're a great employee.
Chef Mark Hellier at Momotaro. And I'm the chef. Let me start over. I knew I'm gonna be so bad at this.
He gets super serious.
Very energetic guy. Probably the funniest dude in the kitchen.
Adventurous.
Passionate.
So enthusiastic.
Secretly, I mean, quietly.
Sometimes I want to strangle him.
Really outgoing.
My name's Mark Hellier. I'm a chef at Momotaro. And I cook. I don't know how to answer it.
The struggle is real.
I think my best days are the most challenging days.
We get slammed and everyone's just really quiet.
The adrenaline that you get from that.
The good, the bad, the ugly.
When the team comes together
to work through chaos and do it in a way where they're composed and cool and calm.
It's a brand new kind of thinking in your mind, and you can't go wrong, cause you're grooving all day long.
I feel you, baby. California hustling. I got the soul of the saint.
As my wife want to go home and when I don't, Kevin and Rob, they are my partner in life and crime. They're business partners, by the way, okay? We went to Vegas once, the three of us, separate room.
I sometimes wear Eddie Lee's chef coats to make Kevin and Rob proud of me to save money.
Rob's like the Jewish uncle I never had.
Obsessed with the lights and the music and the temperature in the restaurants.
Where's Rob Katz? Get Rob Katz in here.
I look at that coiffed hair every single goddamn day. Sometimes I just want to mess it up. But he learned karate just to prevent anyone from doing that.
Kevin Boehm, he's fiery.
A very interesting numbers person.
Rattles off numbers like I've never seen anyone rattle off numbers.
They refer to his V-necks as quarter Boehm, half Boehm, and then full Boehm, depending on where the buttons fall and what season it is.
At the end of the day, being about what's best for all parts of the company is what has continued to make me love this company and make me want to be part of it every day.
I love that they, especially for me, gave me a chance when a lot of people would not have.
Thank you for working with me and put them up for me.
For another awesome year.
For bringing out the qualities that I want in a restaurant.
And there's nowhere else I'd rather be, to be honest with you.
We can't do this without you, and I appreciate every single minute that you spend with us.
I've been given nothing but support.
You guys are amazing.
Living happily ever after in Boka Land.
We see the hard work, we see the dedication, we see each one of these restaurants working in unison.
If one part of the team breaks down, the entire restaurant breaks down.
We're very, very, very lucky to be a part of something so great. That's because of you guys. So, drink up. Yeah, ho, ho, ho.